Life Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... We'll start here at the 25. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 53 yards. And the Panthers have struck first in this NFC title game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Jones going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Panther football to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his left. be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. McCaffrey on the toss right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's Darnold.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Deuce. 60 Bison.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Mike 52. Ricky. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. To the right and complete to Galladay. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Back to the middle. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike 52.
Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. The way in, touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 65 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And it's no good. Well, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Smith to return it. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To the air again, Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. off of play action. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Darnold now to throw. And it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that...
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, that's some... kind of... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Darnold to throw again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on second down. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 131 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now Jones just going to back this forward on the jet sweep. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Jones now throwing on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again on second down. Jones, open man right side is Ingram. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 21, check 21. He's scared.
Here's Darnold. This is Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Darnold to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down, Walker. And this is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 63 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get this.
Now Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken way up at the 25. The Giants are the champions of the NFC as we say thanks for watching and good night. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.